think I set up so people can just join without, hopefully we don't get interrupted too much. Right. Hi, everybody. If this is your first time practicing with me, my name is Shin, and in Zoom info, I'm known as Daniel. And if this is your first time practicing yoga and you have questions, feedback, feel free to turn on the camera at the end of the class and let me know if you have any request. Make sure that you have something like a blog, or if you don't have a blog, try to make sure that you have a big book or a water bottle that you can give yourself the support that you need. And I don't think we need a strap today, but if you're some person who always, like myself, I always include my own posture practice in my flow, you probably can use the strap as well. And if you have a blanket, keep it nearby, especially if you have sensitive knees. So a couch cushion can do this, can work as well. So today's practice, we're gonna have some deep back bending, just to counter, our daily work these days, especially if you're using computers a lot. But make sure that you be nice to your body. Especially when it comes to deep bending, could be quite a shock to your body. So try to, the postures is not something we're going after here. It's just to give our body what it needs at the end of the day. So when it comes to deep back bending, stop or come out of it immediately if it feels like it's too deep, or it's just like, or you can, we can talk about options, other more gentle options at the end of the class. Okay, we can begin. To start, come lie down on your back. And if you have a block or a book, bring the block to the lowest height and put it underneath your sacrum. Extend your legs, just like how you do it in Shavasana. Just relax everything. Whatever you're busy with, let it go momentarily, trusting that whatever it is still gonna be there if you choose to go back to it after the practice. Just open your heart towards the sky. Feel the front fascia being stretched from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. And if it's accessible to you, you can even cactus your arms over your head, so your elbows are the height of your shoulders, just to help to open our shoulders, open our chest up a little bit more. Soften your gaze or close your eyes if you haven't done so. Start slowly letting yourself drop in. Maybe the breath, especially the movement of your belly, your rib cage, your chest, along with your breath is even more noticeable compared to when we are just lying down on the mat without a block. Notice the existence of many thoughts, especially since we're in a quiet moment now. And be okay with it. Knowing that the most natural things happening within us, but do not follow those thoughts. Instead, just try to follow the sound of your inhale and exhalation here. Couple more deep, long inhale. Feel it all the way up to the crown of our head. And exhale, let everything smoothly out. Let the low belly drop. One more big inhale. And everything, let it out. Bring your legs in close to your sit bones. Your knees are right above your heels. We're basically in supported bridge. And bring your left heel close to your left hand. Maybe even grab your left foot with your left hand. Reach toward the front with your left knee. And possibly bring the top of your left foot onto the mat. Your left hand can be on the space between your left hip crease. And just give that some nice massage and make some space over there. Gently push your left knee facing forward. Feel your left quads are being stretched. But in the meantime, still hugging your thigh bones towards the midline. So you're not opening both of your legs towards outside. Imagining that you're having a block between your thighs. This moment. Use your left hand to help your left leg to start release back to center again. You can roll your left ankle. And we'll switch sides. Lift your right leg up. Bring your right knee into your chest. And maybe grab your right heel with your right hand. And point your right knee toward the front of the room. Option to stay here. Or bring the top of your right foot onto the mat. Right hand can come to your right hip crease. Make some space over there. There may be some tension in your right thigh, even though it's being stretched. Maybe give some nice massage with your right fingers, right palms. Gently using your right palm to push your right thigh toward the front. One more big inhale. And everything smoothly out. Use your right hand to help to bring your right leg back to center. You can keep the block where it is, or you can move to the side if you feel like You can take this full bridge pose on this early stage. Push your hips toward the sky. Push your heels into the ground. Puff your chest up. And exhale, slowly release your upper back, your mid back, your low back, and your tailbone to the ground or to the block if you still have it. Inhale, lift your hips up, tailbone, low back, mid back, and upper back, and your shoulder blades. Lower it down, slow with control, and lift it back up. Couple more rounds on your own with your own breath pace. Option 2, come up to the balls of both feet. Inhale, lift your hips high. Spread your collarbones. And exhale, release everything toward the ground. Twice more like that. Last time, slowly release down. Release your heels if you're on your balls of your feet. And hug your knees into your chest. Give a nice strong squeeze. And rock into table pose. In table pose, make sure your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. And your knees are right underneath your hip joints. Inhale, spread your collarbones, drop your belly. Lift your tailbones up, cow pose. And exhale, scoop your backs up, cat pose. Couple more rounds on your own while I'm setting music up. All right. Option to flip your palms to point your fingertips toward your knees so you can get more wrist stretch. Inhale, open your chest to Pittalasana. And exhale, scoop your upper back up, gaze between your knees, Madhyasana, cat pose. You can add any other movements, including side to side, whatever that your body is longing for at this moment. Be kind to your body. Listen to what it is looking for. And when you're back to neutral next time, bring the blocks, if you have them, the lowest height in front of you and start walk your hand to the front. It's okay if you don't have the blocks, you can just bring the elbows onto the ground. And press your palms together and start melt your chest toward the ground. Anahatasana. Press the thumbs towards the back of your neck. Stretching the triceps. Make sure that your hips are right above your knees. And exhale, start, walk yourself to Virasana, hero pose, hips sitting on your heels. Maybe facing this way. Hands on your knees. Possibly eyes still closed. And slowly cast your gaze toward the ground. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, trace your arms to the side like drawing a full moon to the above your head. Inhale, reaching to your fingertips, and exhale, lift your hips up, come up to your shin, and open your arms to the left side. Inhale, bring your left arm forward and sit back, arms by your ears. And exhale, sit up again, open to the right side. Sit back. And exhale, twist to the left, open your arms. Inhale, sit back. And exhale, open to the right. Let's do 3 times more on each side. Warming up those hamstrings. And bring motion to our shoulders. Gaze, follow your back hand if you can. Last round on each side. Last time, bring your right hand forward and bring both hands down. We're back into table. And bend your elbows and lower your chin toward the ground. And slide through until you reach onto your belly. Hands by your chest, hug your elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest up, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. And exhale, release. One more time like that. Option to extend your arms straight this time into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog this time. And exhale, push your tailbones up into downward facing dog. If this is your first down dog of today, make sure you bend into your one leg and another. If this is not, enjoy your stillness in this downward facing dog. Pushing into both hands to knuckles, fingertips. Spin your bicep toward the front. And push your chest toward the thigh bones. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Keep your left toes pointing toward the ground, so your hips are still even. Pull your left heel toward the left hip bone. Inhale, re-extend. Twice more like that. Pull left heel in. Imagine that you're squeezing a ball, a tennis ball behind your hamstrings. Last time. And pull your left knee into your chest. Scoop your upper back. Step your left foot down. Climb your hands on the top of the left thigh. Inhale, arms up. Dhanurasana, low lunge. Arms by your ears, release your shoulders down. You can find some back bend in here. Left hand on your left hip. And extend your right arm out. And swing your right arm forward into the left side. You're into a left side bend. Bring your right arm up, forward to, facing toward the sky, then open to the right side. Then swing it forward and to the left. Side bend. One more time like that. And this time, stay a couple more long breaths in the side bend. When you're in side bend, keep hugging your thigh bones toward the midline so your left knee are not opening toward the left side. Imagine there's a block between your two legs. Pushing equally into your left heel and your right shin bone. And exhale, back to center. Clasp your hands with your left pinky outside. Puff your chest up. Deepen your back bend here. And exhale, straighten your left leg. Come up to the left heel. Half split. Inhale, back into the low lunge with the back bend. And exhale, straighten your left leg. One more time. And this time, bring your hands, arms by your ears back to low lunge. And press your palms together. Bring your right elbow on the top of your left thigh. Twist to the left side. Use the resistance between your palms to help you to rotate your left shoulder out. You're not sacrificing the length of your spine. It's still long and straight, reaching the crown of your head toward the front of the room. Inhale, reaching toward the front. And exhale, revolve your left rib cage open. Gaze down, lift your back knee up, and carefully step your right foot to meet with your left. You're into twisting chair. Find a block if you have it. Bring it between your thighs the narrowest way. If you're still in the twist, bring both arms forward and up into a regular chair. Inhale, reaching to front fingertips. And exhale, rock onto the balls of your feet and bring your arms to the back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, swing your arms back, comes up to the balls of your feet. Last time. Bring your hands together. Come up to Tadasana. Hands by your side. Remove the block if you have it. Bring yourself to the center of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Come up to the balls of your feet on your toes. Feel both sides of your body are growing. Exhale, carefully, slowly, really, really slow. Bring your hips down. And lower your knees down to the ground. Hands by your side. You're into Urdhva hero pose again. Second side. Actually, before second side, let's do Urdhva camel pose. We'll start with half camel, or Urdhva. Bring your hands to your low back. Fingertips pointing towards your shoulder blades. Hug your elbows in. Imagine your elbows are hugging a block. Pushing into both shin bones. And exhale, push your chest up. Push your hips forward. And just let your head hang. And exhale, come back to center, sit back to Virasana. Open your arms, trace it up. Arms by your ears, palms pressing together. Inhale, reaching for your fingertips. And exhale, come up, open your arms to the right side. Inhale, arms by your ears. Exhale, open to the left. As smoothly as possible, along with your breath. You might notice that your exhale might be slightly shorter than your inhale. Maybe try to match the length of them. Feeling that the front of your legs are super engaged when you're in this movement. Am I still counting? I think it's the last round. Exhale to the left. Bring your left palm forward. Hands down into table pose. Chin toward the ground, bend your elbows, slide onto your belly. This time, palms facing down, thumbs facing out. Hands, arms by your side. Inhale, lift the chest up. Urdhva Shalabhasana, half locust. Exhale, down. This time we'll proceed to Shalabhasana, full locust. If half locust works better for you, stay there. Otherwise, inhale, lift your chest, your palms, and the top of your feet up. If you need extra help, you can actually clasp your hands, which usually helps to lift your chest up a little bit more. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, release down. Hands by your side. Push direct into plank. And lift your chest, tailbones up into downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up. Keep pointing your right toes into the ground. Pull your right heel into your right sit bone. Inhale, extend. And exhale, pull it in. One more time like that. And exhale, pull your right knee into your chest. And step your right foot between your hands, lower back knee down. Climb your hands on the top of your right thigh. Inhale, arms by your ears, reaching towards the sky. And Dhanurasana, low lunge. Find your back bend. Press your pelvis toward the ground. And bring your right hand on your right hip. Extend your left arm out to the left side. And swing it to the front and to the right into a side bend. Extend your left arm straight again. Open to the left side. And swing front and to the right side. Last time. This time, stay a couple more long breaths in the side bend. Just let the space in your left side body grow. Inhale, breathe into your left armpit. Keep hugging your right leg toward the center. Inhale, reaching your left fingertips toward the sky. Clasp your hands behind you with your right pinky outside. Puff your chest up. Push the clasp toward the ground. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Use the arms to help you to be balanced on this right heel. Bend into your right leg again. Push the clasp of your hands into the ground. Twice more like that. Back to low lunge with arms by your ears. And exhale, bring your palms together, left elbow onto the top of your right thigh, twisting to the right side. Inhale, reaching to the crown of your head. One straight line from the crown of your head all the way down to your left toes. Next, rotate, open the right shoulder. Gaze down onto your right foot. Lift your back knee up and lightly step your left foot to meet with your right. If you have a block, bring it the narrowest way. Bring it between your legs. Inhale, arms forward and up into Dhanurasana, chair pose. Now exhale, bring your arms to the back, come up to the balls of your feet. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, rock forward. Inhale, arms forward and up. And exhale, rock up. And back to chair pose. Bring your palms together. And come up to Tadasana. Hands by your side. I'm sweaty already. In Tadasana, create a connection between the soles of feet and your mat. Evenly pressing down to both feet. Feel super stable. Feeling tall through the crown of your head, reaching yourself toward the sky. Squeeze your thighs against the block. Getting your legs super engaged. Inhale, sit into chair, Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Urdhva Uttanasana. And exhale, if you still have the block, you can remove the block step by step or jump directly into Chaturanga. If you step by step, come to high plank first. Inhale, reaching through the crown of the head. And exhale, bend knees up or down, especially if you have wrist injury. Make sure you bring your knees down. Hug your elbows towards your chest. And bend to Chaturanga. You can come all the way down to the ground and come to Bhujangasana or directly slide into upward facing dog. And exhale, push your tailbones up toward the sky, downward facing dog. Push your heels towards the ground. Bring your left foot to your left hand. Spin down your right foot. Your right toes about 45 degrees to the right side. Bend into your left leg. Inhale, arms by your ears. And come all the way up to Warrior One. Straighten your right leg. The left leg still bent. And pushing into the pinky edge of your right foot. Release your shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back. Instead of traditional Chaturanga, we'll sit down, bring your knees down and sit into Virasana again. Bring your hands behind your feet and puff your chest up. You can even puff your hips up. Release it. Come back to high plank and push to downward facing dog. Right foot to right hand. Spin down your left heel. Come to Warrior One on this side. Bend into your right leg. Pushing into the pinky edge of your left foot. Reaching high through fingertips. And exhale, hands down. Step back, knees down. And bring yourself back, hands behind your feet. And puff your hips and chest up. And release it. Come back to high plank and push to downward facing dog. Find your stillness in this Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. I don't know why this playlist is just not doing so well. Okay. Bottom for next exhale. Bend your legs, gaze between your hands. Step by step, a hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Next, fold over the legs. Inhale, arms folded up. Sit your hips down. Chair pose, Uttanasana. Next, come to Tadasana. Bring your hands in front of your heart as a prayer. Inhale, sit into chair again, Uttanasana. Next, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, step by step, or jump directly into Chaturanga or high plank. Lower your knees down, hands behind you, puff your chest up, and option with hips up as well. Bring yourself to high plank, push to downward facing dog. We're moving through traditional sun salutation B, but instead of Chaturanga and upward facing dog, we're doing some pose similar to camel, so we can open our heart even more. Bring your left foot to your left hand. Spin down your right foot, pushing into the pinky edge of your right foot. And bring your arms by the ears. Come all the way up. Dhanurasana 1. Hands down. Step your left foot back. Lower both knees down. Bring your hands back. You can come to that or half camel that we just did at the beginning of the class. You can even come to full camel if you have the range. Bring your hands to the heels. Or if you have the blocks, you can bring both blocks to the proper height by your heels and bring your hands onto the blocks. Your choice for the next 2 rounds. And push your hips up to downward facing dog. Right foot to right hand, spin down your left foot. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva 1. Bending to your right leg. Exhale, hands down. Step your right foot back. Lower both knees down. Back bend of your choice. Make wise decision for your body. If you don't know what is wise at this moment, make safe decision. And push hips toward the sky. Downward facing dog. Find your stillness in this moment. Reflect on the decision that you made for yourself during the flow. How your body reacts to it. How your mind reacts to it when you're flowing. One more big inhale. And exhale, bend into your legs step by step, a heart forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Uttanasana. And exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sit into Uttanasana, chair pose. And exhale, bring your heart into center, come all the way up to Tadasana. One more round like that. Inhale, sit into chair. And exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat your back, Uttanasana. And exhale, step by step, hop directly into high plank. Lower both knees down. Find your back bend. If you're in camel, keep pushing your hips forward. And bring yourself back to high plank and push to downward facing dog. Bring your left foot to your left hand. Spin down your right foot. Come all the way up to Urdhva 1. Push into your right pinky and both hands down. Step your left foot back, those knees down, and find your back bend. Remember, it's totally fine if you want to stick to traditional vinyasa. Step your right foot to your right hand. Spin down your left foot. Come all the way up to Urdhva 1. Bend into your right leg. Both hands down. Step back. Knees down. Back bend. And we all meet in Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. Close my Spotify for a little bit. I don't know why. If downward facing dog does not suit your energy, or feel free to come down to child pose. On the next exhale, bend into your legs step by step, a half forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over the legs to Dhanurasana. Inhale, sit into chair. Exhale, and to your heart center and by your side to Tadasana. From Tadasana, bring your feet, big toes together, heels slightly apart, and sit into chair again. Press your palms together. Bring your right elbow onto the top of your left thigh and twist to the left side. Reaching through the crown of the head toward the front. Make sure that your hips, your knees are not leaning too much toward the right side. And carefully come up to the toes of your right foot and even pull your right heel into your right sit bone. And extend that right leg long. Lightly step it down. You're in a lunge with the twist. Open your arms. Inhale. Reaching to the crown of the head. And exhale, cartwheel all the way up. Open your arms to the left side. Inhale, reaching to both fingertips. And exhale, reverse. Left hand on the top of the back of your right thigh. Come back to the lunge. And open your arms to the side. Arms by your ears, come to high lunge. Find the block if you have it. The widest way between your palms. Reaching your arms forward. Bring up all the way up over your head. You can straighten your left leg just to release a little bit. Whenever you're ready, come back to high lunge. And exhale, lower your right knee toward the ground, bend your right leg and twisting to the left side with hands holding the block. Inhale, back up. And exhale, bend your right leg. Feeling your right quad super engaged right now. And next time when you're up, left hand grab your block and open to the right side into Warrior Two. Your right foot parallel to the shoulder edge of your mat. Inhale, flip your front palm, and exhale, reverse your Warrior Two. Come back to Warrior Two. Next, straighten your front leg, press your palms together. Twice more like that. Keep engaging the back of your left leg. And keep pushing into the pinky edge of your right foot. Last time when you're back into Warrior Two, bring the block inside of your left leg. Hands on the top of the block and right arm toward the sky, side angle. You can adjust the height of the block accordingly. You might don't even need it if you and come back to bring the block with you. Come back to Warrior Two, straighten your left leg. Bring the block between your palms again, and come to the ball of your right foot. Get back into high lunge. This is totally optional. So from high lunge, you can bring the block the highest way in front of you, and lunge into supported Warrior Three. If you feel like, I would say you start with supported Warrior Three. If you feel like you have the support that you need from your left foot. Keep the block over your head and launch into warrior three with your arms by your ears and holding a block between them. Keep pressing the back of your right leg toward the sky, stamping your right foot into the wall behind you. Lower your back foot down, release the block, both hands down, step to high plank. Bring your right palm to the center of your mat, release your heels towards the right, and extend your left arm up. Press your hips up, so you're making an arch with your left side body. And bring your left forearm down, turn your heels to the left side, bring your right arm up. Forearm side plank. Bring your right forearm down into a forearm plank. Make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders, pressing evenly into both palms, pressing into the heels. Lower your pelvis down into Sphinx pose. In your Sphinx, make sure that you're pulling your elbows towards your chest and your chest up pushing forward. Release your chest down. Bring your arms by your side. You can come to Shalabhasana, locust pose. Or if you're in Shalabhasana, try to pull both heels into your sit bones. It's almost like your hands can almost touch your heels, broken bones. And exhale, release. Hands by your chest. Hook your elbows in, push into high plank. And we have made a downward facing dog. Find stillness here. And we're moving to the second side. Bend into your legs, step by step, a half forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sit into Uttanasana. Exhale, hand to your heart center by your side, Tadasana. Second side, bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, sit into chair. Press your palms together. Option to bring your left elbow onto the top of your right thigh and twisting to the right. Press into palms. Use that resistance to help you to evolve. Come up to the ball of your left foot. Pull your left sit bone pull your left heel into your left sit bone. And extend your left leg long. And lightly step it back. Option, open your arms, keep that revolve, and come all the way up. Extend your hands towards the opposite directions. Inhale, reaching to fingertips. Exhale, bring your right hand on the back of your left leg. Reverse. Come back up. Rotate forward. Find the block if you have it. The longest way between your palms and over your head. Straighten your right leg. Short moment. Then back into high lunge. Inhale, reaching to your fingertips. And exhale, bend your left leg. Tap the floor with the left knee, twisting to the right side. Come up. And exhale, tap it down. Keep hugging both thigh bones toward each other. Next time when you're up, open to the right, to the left side into Virabhadrasana 2. Reaching long with the block, bend into your right leg. Inhale, flip the block on your right hand. Reverse warrior two. Grow space in the right side body. Next, exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Press your palms together over your head. Next, exhale, bend into your right warrior two. Twice more like that. Next time when you're in warrior two, bring the block inside of your right leg, whichever height that works the best for you. Bring your right palm on the top of the block. Extend your left hand up toward the sky, side angle. Press that right arm bone into the right thigh bone. Create a kind of resistance that you had between your elbow and your thigh bone. Press into the pinky edge of your left foot. And come all the way up, back to warrior two. Rotate back to high crescent lunge. For high crescent lunge, bring the block the widest way between your palms. Option to bring it to your front and launch into supported warrior three. You can also hold the block over your head and slide lean forward into a power lunge. Put weight into your right foot and launch into warrior three. Pressing the back of your left leg into the sky and press into the left heel all the way to the wall behind you. Lower back foot down. Bring both hands down to the ground. Release the block if you have it. Step your right foot back into high plank. Bring your left hand into the center and spin your heels toward the left. Extend your right arm up, side plank. Keep pushing your hips high. And bring your right elbow down to the ground. Left hand up. Forearm side plank. Left forearm down into forearm plank. Pushing into your elbows, pushing into the heels. Lift the back of your legs toward the sky. Pull the pubic bone toward the navel. And lower your pelvis down into Sphinx pose. Keep pulling your elbows towards your chest in Sphinx. And from Sphinx pose, release all the way down to your belly. Couple options. You can come back to the locust pose. And if you like to try Dhanurasana bow pose, you can pause there and watch for a moment. From bow pose, you can lie down on your belly first and bend your legs, pull your heels into your sit bones, and grab the outer edge of your ankles. Lift your chest up first. Inhale. Next, let it go. And next inhale, lift your knees up. Lift your chest up. Dhanurasana, bow pose. We can also come into the pose from Shalabhasana. Lift the top of feet first. Lift the chest and top of feet first. Then pull the heels into the sit bones. Then grab the heels. If this is your first time, maybe try both, see which one works better for you. Keep pushing the heels toward the sky. Push the feet away from the shoulders. And exhale, release down. Stack your hands, release forehead on the top of your hands. Swing a windshield wiper your legs side to side. When you're back, we do a second round back bending. If you can stick to the bow pose that we just tried, or locust pose, and I don't usually try Urdhva Dhanurasana at late night because it's so energizing, but you feel like today is the day for you, come up for a moment to see demo. If you're on your belly, flip yourself around like a pancake, come into bridge pose. When you're in bridge pose, bring your hands behind your shoulders. I usually start with fingers pointing to my shoulders. You can start the other way around too. And press your elbows toward the center, just like how you felt when you had a block between your hands, and push your hips high. Right now we're still on the upper back and the back of our head. And bring it to the crown of your head. If your hands are facing the other way, make sure to turn around so your fingertips are facing toward your shoulders. Keep pressing your knees together, just like the block there. And the elbows are pressing toward the center. Inhale. And exhale, lift up to Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. In wheel pose, keep pushing your chest toward the front, just like what we did in Ustrasana camel pose. It's facing up and it's pushing up and forward. About 3 to 5 breaths here, rounds of breath there. To come down, tuck your chin towards your chest. Bring the crown of your head down first. And release all the way down. If you're seeing demoing, maybe give it a try. Come out whenever you feel it's too much. And if you're already on your belly, enjoy the moment of stillness, especially since we're proceeding to the end of the practice. Wherever you are, we'll meet on our back. And hug your knees into your chest. Extend your right leg long. And switch side. Bring your right leg into your chest and extend your left leg long. And switch side, maybe a little bit faster this time. Keep pushing your low back into the mat. Bring both hands to the front of your leg. And if you feel you got it, you can release your hand by your side. And lift your shoulder blades away from the ground, which is also known as bicycle. Keep switching side. Bend one leg and straighten another. keep pulling the bent knee into your chest. And if you want to spice it up, you can bring your hands behind your head and add some twist. Maybe 3 rounds more on each side. Use this core work to correct the deep bend, back bending we did tonight. Bring our spine back to center, back to nature. And whenever you're done, bring your soles of your feet together. And just let your knees drape open into Supta Baddha Konasana. Start letting efforts go. Give your body a quiet moment to soak in your practice, so you can focus more on your mind practice. Bring your right heel onto the top of the left knee. Press your right knee open into figure 4. Option to stay here, or pull your knees into your chest, thread your right arm between your legs, and interlace your fingers in front of your left shin bone. Open your elbows to the side, which is going to push your right knee open and open. Press the tailbone into the ground while you're pulling the knee into your chest. Stretch the right outer hip. Release both legs. Use your right hand to keep your right knee open. And release your right foot and your left knee to the left side. Extend your right arm to the right side. Press your right shoulder into the ground. And switch your left hand onto the right knee so you can push it open. Bring your left hand back to the space where you brought to at the beginning of the class, the hip crease space. You can also give some gentle push. Just like the beginning of the class, because we are in quieter poses now, so there might be more thought coming in. Don't push them away, simply let them be, but don't follow them. Once again, use the sound of your breath to guide you. Focus. Bring both legs into the center. And we'll switch sides. Bring the left heel onto the top of your right knee. Use your left hand to press your left knee open. Option to stay here. Or pull both knees into your chest. Thread your left arm between your legs and interlace your fingers in front of your right shin bone. Push your tailbone into the ground while pulling your right knee into your chest. Open your elbows, which is pressing the left knee open. Enjoy last couple breath of stretching the left outer hip. Which tend to get so tensed from sitting all day. Release your right foot down. Use your left hand to keep pushing the left knee open, and drop the left foot and right knee to the right side, and switch your right hand to push the left knee open. Extend your left hand out to the left side. Maybe gaze over the left fingertips. Bring your right hand to the space between your left leg and your upper body. Give the top of your left thigh some gentle push. Last 2 rounds of long breath. And gently bring your legs back to center. And one last time, bring soles of your feet together. And you can use blocks or pillows to catch the outside of your thighs. So you're not making too much effort in the Supta Baddha Konasana. Just soften your gaze or close your eyes. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Twist your right hand and release your right pinky or right ring finger and your right big thumb. We'll practice alternate nostril breathing today, which is also called Anulom Vilom. We'll start Anulom Vilom, always start with left nostril. So block your right nostril with your right thumb and inhale to your left. Block your left nostril with your ring finger and release your right thumb and let it out through your right nostril. Breathe in to your right. Block your right. And release your ring finger, release through your left nostril. That is one round. We'll do a couple more rounds together. Inhale to your left. Block your left. And release to your right. Inhale to your right. Block your right. And let it out to your left. Inhale to your left. Block your left. And let it out to your right. Inhale to your right. And let it out to your left. A couple more rounds on your own. Just like the beginning of the class, notice the length of your inhale and exhalation. Try to elongate the length of your exhalation if it's shorter. An option also add a little bit pause between side and side. So you can pay a little bit extra attention when you're holding it. But only do so when you're comfortable too. If you're pregnant or if you tend to have anxiety when you're holding breath, just continue naturally. And if bring your right hand to your face does not work so well for you, just imagine this, a finger blocking one nostril and another. It's just as powerful as Vishnu Mudra. After this round, finish 2 more rounds. Whenever you're done, extend your legs long, bring your arms by your side. If there are any other poses that you're still craving for, feel free to do so. Make sure that you give yourself a couple minutes to cool down before the end of the practice. Otherwise, whenever you're ready, close your eyes if you haven't done so. Sink your body into the space beneath you. Shavasana. If you're not rushing to anywhere after the practice and would like to stay in your Shavasana, you're so welcome to. If you're ready to come out, Start wiggling your fingers, your toes. Gently sway your head side to side. And bend your legs, roll up onto your right side. Pause for a moment. Practice this transition just like any other postures we practiced tonight. Use your left hand to support yourself to come up to seated. Keep your palms facing down if you can, so you're not rushing into receiving outside world noises. Keep your spine long and straight. Maybe even bring yourself to nearby a wall if you need support. Ahimsa is the first yama that in yoga, which is yamas are the first limb of the 8 limbs of yoga, which is often translated as non-harming. And I like to translate that ahimsa like not harming to ourselves as well. So when you practice a posture, make sure that you're giving what your body is actually needing, not overdoing it, and be kind to it. We're only using those physical postures as a container to practice for our mind practice. And if it resonates with you, bring your palms together to celebrate the end of your practice. And we'll finish the class with one sound of Om. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let everything out. One more big inhale followed by Om. Bow your head toward your heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Hope you take good care of yourself and have a great night. Thanks a lot. And if you have any feedback or question, feel free to turn on your camera and come to the front. I'll stay for a couple minutes.